Hey guys, if you're enjoying the show and listening to us talk about what needs to be said in surfing, then please do us a favour and chuck us a follow wherever you get your podcast fix.
You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and all the rest. The best part about it, it's going to cost you absolutely nothing. That way we can keep bringing you the goods. You can also find some of our stuff on Instagram and TikTok where we throw up some extras. So please tune into those.
Our handle on that is at the Largo Podcast. And once again, thanks for listening. Enjoy the show.
People of the internet, we have made it to the big fucking leagues here at the Largo Podcast. We, ladies and gentlemen, have an ABN, an Australian business number.
We do. Mind you, anyone can get one of those.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just...
Zero criteria to meet.
We've done nothing.
Yeah. But we have registered our business name in ASIC as well.
Yep. So try steal it now.
Can you talk?
Because you can't.
Yeah, you can't. You can't steal it. Can you talk us through how good that website is? Is it made on Windows Vista?
Yeah. If you're familiar, you remember when you used to like do stuff on like your old Microsoft computer and you had the paperclip and you had the little character?
Yep.
It looked like some kind of like Tux Paint-esque
Pivot.
That's a really big throwback as well. I don't remember Tux Paint, but it's one of those, and it is one of the most horrific websites to navigate, mind you. We spent quite a significant amount of time trying to register this thing, and we got there, but...
And you're tech savvy. I'm stuck slightly a few years behind you, but like... If you get us to do anything like on the internet, we're going to get through it okay. But that was extremely difficult.
It was excruciating, mate. But like you said, we got there. And the reason why we've done this is because there's some things in the pipeline, isn't there?
There is.
Some little bits and
pieces.
pieces.
We're going to grow this thing. We're throwing our beans in the ground. It's going to be Jack and the Beanstalk in no time. We want to be Australia's best potty, I reckon.
Nay, the world.
Yeah. Oh, we're in 63 countries.
We're coming for you, Joe Rogan.
63 countries.
Yeah.
We're in Macau. Most people don't even know where Macau is.
There's some niche ones for sure. Some niche countries.
Do you think someone in Macau has just accidentally tapped on it, listened for, I think the criteria is like 3 minutes.
Where even is that?
Near Hong Kong and China. It's famous because it's actually the gambling capital of the world. It's not Vegas. It's actually Macau because gambling in most Asian countries is illegal, but Asian markets are the biggest, so they go to Macau. They literally built Macau to go gamble.
Right.
It's its own country to pretty much.
I thought ponies were quite big. Is that where they have all the pony
No, I'm
races?
talking like slots.
Oh, I see.
Slots and tables.
Yeah.
So Vegas is actually second biggest gambling capital of the world. And Macau is number one.
There you go. Did you look that up?
No, I follow on YouTube Ben Morris. Me and my partner love his videos for some reason, and he just travels around the world, doing cool shit. And yeah, he went to Macau, and yeah, I learnt it that way. Didn't even have to Google that. I feel pretty proud right now because that's about as good as I can get. I don't get any more factual than that.
Yeah, no, that's really good from you, mate. I'm just going through our list of. There's one really niche one. I'd actually never heard of it. Sao Tom and Principe.
Do you know where that is?
No.
That is in Africa. It's off Africa. It's a small island.
There you go. Well, we've got a listener from there, so
I'm fairly sure it's the small chain of islands. It's actually, do you know where it's close?
Where?
It's one of the neighbouring, kind of the neighbouring islands to where allegedly Solly Bailey, Katie Simmers got that really good black sand, long Kira looking shore break barrel.
Interesting.
That zone.
Okay.
And I don't feel bad for blowing it out because someone commented on it with the coordinates on Surfline's post within like half an hour.
Yeah.
They were like, ooh, where are we? And someone just went, bam.
Yeah, beautiful. Well,
there's been Surfline forecast there previous to that already. But
we found your calling anyway. You seem to be quite good geographically.
I'm on fire right now. No more questions. And that's all we got time for, people, because I'm going to start talking shit.
Speaking of gambling, though, Jordi Mare,
Oh, mate, what is going on? It's like he took a pill in Ibiza last week and just he's still on one.
Bro, I hope he's like, all seriousness, I hope he's all right, which I assume he is. He seems like he's throwing money around like it's nothing. Probably better odds in the casino than on the QS at this stage because he bloody rips that bloke. He's a very good surfer.
I've got a theory on it though, Finley.
Go on. Hit me.
Sorry for the pause, just taking a sip out of me Yuli's brews. I think this one will be, he'll grow a following super quick.
Is it the South African Tim Naki?
Like that kind of content grows so quickly, but man, what do you do after? What's like this when you hit I think he wants to go to Vegas. Let's say he makes $500,000 off it and goes to Vegas. What's next?
Yeah, it's a good point. Well, Tim Naki did that, and most people would be, or a lot of Australians anyway, would be familiar with his work. Like the Road to $1 Million, and he just did like every day he did like a blackjack hand, and it would grow over time until he hit $1 million.
But are they only showing you the growing? Because I've played blackjack, I've gone to the cast, and it does not fucking go like that.
It's pretty good odds, I think. You just like
it's better than a pokey.
Yeah, you just got to. I guess he was doing the you not double down and you can split and do all that sort of stuff. He was doing that, so you can win more than just double. But yeah, he got there. It took him a while. I can't remember how many days it took him, but he did get there in the end.
But Jordi Mare, that was. I don't think anyone saw that coming.
I definitely didn't. I actually like I say, it is. I don't know if it's concerning. It was like his behaviour feels quite erratic, but maybe that's just the persona he's going for.
That's the word, erratic. It was just like
he's like
if you watch that at 6 a.m. in the morning, you'd be like, whoa!
He's throwing like stools at walls and surfboards around the room and stuff.
Firecrackers inside, lighting them off.
Yeah, I think he's just gone. This QS business is not for me. I'm going to try and test my luck in the online casino, and fair play to him because. Well, he's already got a following. I don't know how many people are going to unfollow him now because he's deleted all his surfing stuff.
Watch it grow.
Yeah. It'll pop.
I'm almost betting on him betting that he's going to have 100,000 followers soon. It'll have 50,000 comments and whatnot. But that's great. Good on you. But what is next? It's just hard to replicate that in a meaningful manner over a decade.
Yeah. Hopefully he keeps surfing because he's very good. He's won events. He's spent a bit of time on the QS. So, like I said, hopefully he's all right. Hopefully this is just him just going try and be viral. There's nothing more sinister going on in the background.
Got me thinking, though, what are we going to do for the next 10 years?
This?
No, I've got something for us.
What?
We're going to go to Slamarack.
Nah. Oh, you showed me this. It is just shit, Zach.
Let us know in the comments if...
No one would know who it is. No, explain.
I will explain it.
Explain it now.
Okay, so let us know in the comments if we should go do this. Slamarack it's been dubbed the running with the bulls version of surfing. It's pretty much in America where hundreds of people paddle out at once on soft tops and they all try and get the one wave together. It looks like they're going for a Guinness World Record for most people on one wave. I'm not sure. And it is chaos. It looks like a car crash in surfing. And I think it looks fun.
I love that you've gone this angle because me trying to get you to come out Lennox Point on like a half busy day is...
You can't compare that to
you
that.
You want to go to... Where is it? In the States?
I think it's a pretty underground town, just only famous for this.
Right. You want to go here, paddle out on a soft top with like 500 other people and run over people.
Yep. But I was just thinking, well... let us know in the comments if we should fly over and whatnot. But we could just go to Byron Bay on any other day and do this for free in our own backyard.
100%.
But I reckon it looks fun.
That's not fun, Zach.
But have a look at it. It's on Kook Slams. If you're not familiar with what we're talking about, it's chaos. I love that someone called it or coined the term, running of the bulls version of surfing. It's pretty chaotic.
It is. From what you showed me, it does look nuts. But not the type of nuts that I really want to
2026 we're going.
Associate with. No, we're not.
Yep.
Anyway, Surfer of the Week, Zach, who have you got, mate?
Surfer of the Week, I have gone Jackson Dorian. Mm-hmm. I've gone on the Billabong train. Sorry to everyone out there. Cry me a river. Jackson Dorian, there will be a clip that will be released soon, Life's Better in Board Shorts by Billabong. So I've obviously got the little cheeky inside scoop here.
Yeah.
Man, is he ripping. Absolutely ripping. He's so versatile. He's got, he doesn't hold back in the bigger stuff for a small lad.
How tall is he?
I don't know, 5'6" or something.
Okay.
But he knows how to navigate a pit.
He does.
He knows how to huck a big air and knows how to surf the face.
You've got his double hand stall on backhand. Can you explain that to me and the people?
Yep. So I'm pretty sure it was at I don't know if he displayed it at the Penang Cup.
Do you mean when he's coming off the bottom?
So he's doing a bottom turn off the bottom, and then as like you do like a little kick stall on your backhand, he grabs rather than like pig dogging and
like
dragging,
the outside rail.
Yeah, not many people can do that.
Yeah,
or do it, and it's so sick. It's subtle. He doesn't do it for like the whole wave.
No,
it's not very.
Well, you probably couldn't.
You couldn't.
You'd have to. It's like that slight transition where you're sort of going from rail to rail, setting your line, and you can sort of. It's a brief moment there where you can jam both your hands in the water. This isn't me speaking from experience. I don't know how to do that either, but
I wouldn't.
No.
But yeah, it's like he puts both hands on his backhand down towards like his tail pad, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I thought you meant like in the barrel and he was like turning his body 180 to like contorting his body to be front side going backhand.
He does it before like the pig dog, and it's just, I don't know, there's these little things in surfing that I really pick up on and love. For example, Joel Parkinson, when he does a bottom turn, he'll fade left before, like on a right, he'll do that little subtle fade left and then bottom turn. Ethan does it too. Andy Irons, Mick Fanning, really famous for like the rock and roll floaters and stuff. Like they're floaters at the end of the day, but putting that extra spice on it's so sick to see. And
TB's good for that as well.
Good for that. Those little things in surfing, and someone else did it recently at Teahupo'o, and that was Al Cleveland coming out of the pit and then just did like this quick little zippy snap. Yeah, it was kind of cool to see.
Yeah, something different. Well, I've gone more that Teahupo'o route with my surf of the week. Firstly, though, because this pertains to my surf of the week, big shout out here to Molly and Katie. So they've both now found themselves in the final of Chopes.
Yep.
And once again, they're leading from the front. They're taking the steps that need to be taken to progress women's surfing. Both exceptional backhand tube riding techniques. And we alluded to this before the event, that they're the types of girls that are going to be spinning on the sets and going and making a good fist of it. And like I said, this is eventuating them both being in the final. Special mention to Molly here, though, because she is my surf of the week, and it's one thing to have good technique, but she's now at the stage where she's starting to play with these waves. It was in a quarterfinal with Vaheen, and she got a 9.77. That wasn't the wave though that I'm kind of referring to. It was the one after. Did you see this?
The kick stall into the bow.
She did. She came off the bottom, did a pretty
last wave of the heat, I think.
Yeah, pretty sick mid-face snap. Fully dragged it after that and came out super clean out of the end. And they gave her a 3.33.
It was all it was worth, though.
I don't know, man. I had to like double take when I saw the score. I wouldn't have been mad if they doubled that. I wouldn't have been mad if it was a mid-6.
I know what you mean, but it's like you almost got to throw it in the the way I see it is the equivalent on the men's, or like even though it relates to men's, they can do that as well. If someone did like a big shove it,
yeah, but
they're fucking hard to do, but
they were throwing out threes for leggy barrels though. Like
they were.
Girls were literally taking off, getting leggy barreled, and then getting threes. This was
and some boys, which we'll get to later.
Yeah, this was more referring to that day of competition. This was a proper attempt to take off on a wave, and she was not in a great position to get barrel where she was, but the kick stall completely set her up for the tube. Snap under the lip, properly barreled, pushed out, and albeit the wave wasn't overly throaty, the level of skill involved there is so high to be able to do that snap and then reset your line in the tube without getting lipped in the head and then come out at the end. Like that, to me, that was nearly the most impressive ride of the whole day. Like a 5 or a 6 for that would have been sufficient. I'm all
not scores apart. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. It's just, you can't give that a 6.
I think you can. I'm gonna sit here.
Okay, I like it though.
I'm gonna fight.
We can
back.
both agree it was really good viewing.
I'm gonna fight back, Zach. That was exceptional surfing.
Well, she's probably going to win the event, so no need to fight.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
So if you can't already pick, this episode will be a little bit of a mid-event wrap-up because the chicks are almost done. Men's have only surfed twice, to my knowledge. So unfortunately, the WSL's gone on hold for a numerous amounts of days, which really fucks up our scheduling here at the Largo podcast, which is just, we might have to give them a letter, a stern letter.
Well, the things we do for the listeners, I was just surfing a very fun spot around here that hasn't been fun in a while, and the waves were quite good. And I dragged myself out of there. Zach said, you have to be here at 5. We're hitting record at 5. Got here at 5:05, which is on time for me. And
Don't lie.
I walked in the door at 5:05.
No, it would have been, yeah. No.
5:05. We didn't hit record till about 4:15 though, because
we always yarn beforehand. Got a yarn.
Yeah, no, we did. But we're going to, well, you'll know because it'll be out. We're going to probably post this a day early just so that we have...
cheeky treat.
Well, no, we just... So you have a day to listen to it before the event. Because if we post it after and all the people we pick have been knocked out, you're going to be like, well, you guys are morons. So...
Well, we're already morons, but...
We are, but...
More so a moron.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. So surf of the week, I went Jackson Dorian and you went Molly the Pickles.
We did.
Tahiti day 1, mate. Pretty special.
It was. Kind of the morning was amazing. Most of the day was, to be honest, but from seeing those waves the previous day that crew were catching, and then it almost like fully desensitized you to the waves that were coming through on that day, which were still waves of severe consequence, as sort of elucidated by our man Jiaochenka, who pretty well just enjoyed, he seemed to at least enjoy visiting the reef on a numerous different occasions. I don't know how you feel about his antics in that heat. If you got anything to add to that?
Are you talking about before the event or
no,
in his heat?
During his heat when he was sitting 50 metres deep in everyone without priority, knowing that he was almost certainly going to get burned by someone.
I reckon he had about 15 packets of extra Joss and just went hell for leather.
Seriously.
4 Red Bulls just in the eyeballs.
Like it was
to the wall surfing.
6 foot plus, like definitely some
bigger
bigger.
than that.
Well, like the one that he.
Oh, sorry, 6 foot Hawaiian.
Well, no, but like so the one that he centered on was huge. That one he got sucked over on, but the one after where he put himself deeper, that wave wasn't probably as big where he took off, but still, like he was surfing it like it was.
You mean the one Phil got off the end?
Yeah,
that was the biggest wave of the heat.
No, it wasn't. There's no way. Did you obviously didn't watch the reel I made, Zach, but the one before was far bigger, and he tried to.
He got pretty smoked on that.
He got so pumped.
No, I've watched it. I've watched it many times.
Righto.
I watched it go to 100,000 views, mate.
And that's it. So next time, Zach's going to jump on one.
It'll be fucked.
He's going to jump on a reel. So everyone has to hype Zach up because he's really nervous to do it, and he's scared that no one's going to like it.
I just don't reckon anyone wants to see my nose on TV.
Think of me. I'd just woken up. I'd had a shower. I had like puffy face still from the shower. And I just sat down and I was like, oh, this feels like a reel that I should make. And it did
I'm
good.
proud of you for one thing.
Thank you. What?
You didn't ask me about it. You
no,
just
I
did
asked other people first.
He didn't ask me. And like, we're a business as we just alluded to.
Yeah, we have an ABN now, remember?
30 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago, whatever it was. So as a business partner, I thought most things we talk about from an equal point of view.
It's a collaborative effort, Zach.
Yep. This one, straight through to the keeper, went for it. And I woke up one morning, I think it was like a Sunday morning, beautiful morning, get my coffee, reluctantly scroll on Instagram, I'll just say that. And then I see your noggin, and I just went, oh no. I'm not going to lie, I was like, oh no. Because that's the first form of that content that we've obviously dabbled into.
Yeah.
Where you narrate.
It's like a green screen,
yeah, and you narrate over it. If you're not sure what we're talking about, go have a look. But when I first saw it, I was like, oh no. And then I listened to it and like, you obviously didn't say anything like that I wouldn't agree upon. So I was like, oh, sweet. But I was just nervous for you. I was expecting to like refresh it like 2 days later and it'd be like, my dad, your dad commented on it. And like, someone been like, woo.
Mate, it would have been deleted immediately if it didn't catch on fire.
You can't delete. You gotta You got to go down with the sinking ship. But nonetheless, mate, you and your noggin, over 100,000 people looked at it.
100,000 people have seen my head, which is worrying. Many different levels. But you are up next, mate. So everyone on the ground, watch out for this bloke because he's going to have his head on some kind of surfing content.
I know I can get like 500,000 views. You're just not going to like the way I'm going to do it.
Explain.
I'm just going to get like a Bonnie Blue like video and just talk over that. Oh.
What would tell? Just any like examples of some commentary you might provide?
No, you're gonna have to tune in and find out.
Okay.
Enough of that rot though. Now, day one, Finley, it was pretty well some of the best conditions that we've ever seen in competition surfing. And guess what? No women's.
Yeah.
Why do you think they went men's round one, men's elim round? Like, didn't it make sense to just do round one of the men's, round one of the women's, and they would have finished in time? Because what I don't like is when the same round's on in different conditions. That's unfair in my opinion.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
You have to finish the round.
Yeah, I don't like when they run heats across days.
Unless it's like
it's not unfair because you're still versing the same person. So it's not like it does, but you kind of been on the boat all day watching it, sort of picking out your spot, seeing what waves are coming through, and you get to heat 6 and they go, oh yeah, heat 8, you're off for today. And you're just like, well, thanks for making me sit out in the sun all day. And you know what I mean?
Well, you got to be, you got to have the optimal anxiety and arousal, and that's hard to get, sitting in the channel watching like absolute monsters come through and then someone taps you on the shoulder and be like, yeah, you're off tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of shitty, but to me, it just made perfect sense that, even the WSL were posting stuff in the lead up to the event, like pipes for the girls, this is Chopu is going to be for the girls, and then they just didn't deliver.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I'm hoping that they...
But you can hope all you want. They're almost done the women's.
Yeah, they finished it on one day of competition essentially, but barring one heat.
Was it small? No. I'll give him that. There was some spice still to be had out there.
Yeah.
But it was probably half the size.
It was.
Half the energy at least.
Yeah, for sure. The only thing I will say though, in day one, it didn't matter so much because the conditions did deteriorate quite quickly in the afternoon if you watched it.
It did. It got windy.
It got quite windy. I think the girls would have had quite a bit of trouble, especially those on their backhand that aren't named Molly and Katie trying to get barreled with that wind. I think they would have really struggled. And I know we said pre-event, you can't sort of just cater towards those that aren't going to have so much of a crack. But in that wind, it is really quite difficult. I think you would have seen a lot of waves going sort of unridden.
Yes, that makes sense. But when it's that big, the wind plays less of a factor.
Yeah.
Because the barrel is so big that if the top of the barrel is choppy and you've got breathing room between you and the top, then the wind plays more of a factor when it's smaller.
Yeah.
It was tricky. I'll give you that. It was tricky, but it's tricky for the men's.
For sure. I'm just like they may have been that we would have been sitting here going, well, you've run them
when the wind comes up.
So it's sort of like, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. You can't really have it both ways on that day anyway. Although I would have liked to have thought if it remained offshore, they may have chucked the girls out. We'll never know. But they did. They
had moments where the wind swung.
Yeah, we did see a pretty solid day, like you said, the following day of surfing.
You bring up a good point. The waves deteriorated throughout the day. Go look at the heat scores.
Yeah.
Still some big heat scores getting thrown down in the wind.
Do you think, though, we would have seen those same heat scores?
Nah, not at all.
No.
Would have been half that. It's not about that, though.
Yeah.
It is about just giving them the opportunity. You got to crawl before you can walk.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some challenging visuals that the population must watch for these women to really get the opportunity and be put in scenarios where they need to learn these conditions. Because just by saying it's a bit windy, we're not going to put them out. It's like, well, how do they get good in windy big conditions?
Yeah,
never.
They're not going to. Yeah.
Like we have to go through this stage of friction.
It's like a teething stage.
A teething issue. Yeah, great word. So. Yep, you make a great point. They got to surf cleaner conditions on the second day. It was half the size, but I would have loved to see them out there.
For sure. Yeah. No, and like I said before, we will never know. If it stayed hooking offshore all day and it was big bowls coming through, and then maybe they may have sent them out. But I think when it gets to that stage where it's imperfect, they're already worried about him when it's clean, let alone when there's chandeliers.
Are they worried about the men's?
No, but even on the men's side, you say the heat totals were decent. Like there were some good ones, but towards the end of the day, like there's a couple of guys like Teahupo'o who's really good at there. He didn't register above 8 points. Joel Vaughan 7 points. Philippe Toledo
Kanoa was a heartbreaking
3 points.
loss.
Kanoa was
pretty much didn't surf a wave.
2.8. You know, like Mihimana, who's a local there, 7.5.
He got those waves at like 1 minute to go.
Yeah, and he was surfing a completely different section of the wave. So it was difficult. It wasn't the same bombing conditions that we had in the morning. So I wasn't overly disappointed that they didn't run. I'm glad that because they could have potentially not run the next day, the girls. Like it was still the men's would have been more than happy to probably paddle out. There were some great waves. And a lot went unridden on that second day. A lot of bigger sets that broke out that the positioning maybe wasn't where it should have been, but
not even close. They paddled over the back of so many good waves.
Yeah, but look, they had a crack. The cream rose to the top in the end. The semi-finals or the quarterfinals were probably exactly what you'd expect. Those that didn't want it, pretty much there was maybe a couple in the quarters that were still lingering, but the semi-finals were really where they needed to be.
Sorry, keep going.
I was going to say, in the end, the result will be right because we've got two very deserving people in this final. So we're going to know from this event who was the best. I would have loved to have seen like a Vaheen or a Erin, but that wasn't to be. Molly and Katie, standouts.
Now hit me with your disappointments, or do you want me to go first?
I've got numerous, so you go first.
I'll go first because you've got a pretty much the size of a JK Rowling book there as I put my laptop on airplane mode because that was a noise and the people don't want to hear my noises. Mine was Phil. Now, I know you spoke about it in the reel that got 100,000 views.
Yeah.
Cheeky drop there.
Keep dropping it.
Yeah. I totally agree with the fact that he did give it more of a crack than what was anticipated. He did take off on probably the biggest wave of the set, the biggest wave of the heat.
Barring Jiao, but yes.
Yep, he did.
He probably rode off the back of the biggest, you know what I mean? Like he made it through the biggest wave of the heat.
Thank you. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, Phil is already knocked out of the event. He's back in probably Cali at this point, and it's only halfway through. He surfed a total of 2 heats and didn't get over 10 points, heat totals for both. Mm-hmm. That's a disappointment, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right, so he looked unsteady. He took the drop completely different to everyone else in the field. No hand grab tells me like that's something that, like, Phil, leave those for me and Finley there. Like we will do those ones because no hand grab takeoffs to me is like level 1.
Yeah.
Everyone else is grabbing that rail and just like holding on for dear life and knifing it, like you said.
Yeah.
Phil, one of the only people who was no hand grabbing and then just like, oh my God, I made it to the bottom. And then like, okay, so like it just looks so chaotic, like a full car crash. No, not even a car crash. You know what it reminded me of? That meme of Family Guy, and it's like that driver and it's like, I'm going to turn left now. Everyone else, good luck. And they just merge across like 10 lanes of traffic. It reminded me of that, like just so unsettling to watch.
His skill level shone through there because the average Joe couldn't do what he's doing. It's just,
I get that, but they're pros.
That's how skillful he is. But in terms of backhand tube technique, it's not ideal. You don't want to be dropping out of the sky on 10 footers at chopes. You want to be under the lip, knifing it, sliding down the face. Because he's done plenty of 10-foot airs in his life, and he's probably like, oh, this is really easy. I'll just airdrop, get to the bottom, land it, like grease the thing, and then pull up under.
He was one of the only surfers to be wearing an impact vest.
Mate,
looked like he was going out on the gridiron field, like American football with all like the gear. I was like, oh my God, the boy be juicing.
Yeah.
And then it was an impact vest. Sad day for Hurley though, because the camera was watching him put his rashi on and he's got a Patagonia impact vest on and they're zooming in, not knowing. I reckon like the bloke on the camera is just like, yeah, gonna like show the impact vest. And then, yeah, if you're at Hurley, you'd be like, oh no,
that's just
not in our gear, in the Patagonia.
Well, maybe they're stoked. Maybe they're like, sweet, like, if you're going to go and do that, then wear Patagonia.
I'm sure like they've
don't wear Hurley.
Hurley would have an impact vest in their like sample room that they just don't sell or whatnot. But yeah, one of the only guys to be wearing an impact vest. He didn't go the helmet though. I thought he was going to go the full Spartan helmet.
Yeah.
Like the gaff with the side thing. But it got me, you know, there's obviously a lot of burner accounts out there on Instagram saying like...
Not even burner, it's just people's accounts. It's just people.
Which we'll get to listen to questions soon. But there's a lot of, I wouldn't call it hatred, but a lot of focus on how Philippe is just not that good in big waves. And I get it. But my question to you, Finley, is does he really need to prove that to anyone anymore? At the point in his career, 2-time world champion, back-to-back, might I add, does he have to really go out there and change the mind of the common folk like us that he's a contender in big waves? Because you look at what he's done already from like, I'm not even talking about a surfing view. I'm talking about just a human on earth. So 2-time world champion, hailing from, Brazil in a pretty low socioeconomic area. So to, even just do anything remotely good out of that is difficult.
Yep.
He has moved his entire immediate family to California. He has an American dream style house. Like, I'm not sure if you've seen it. It's fucking huge.
White picket fence.
Yeah. Seriously. Yeah. Seriously. He's financially free. He does not have to worry about money. He has a beautiful family. He's got kids. Like, do you reckon he just goes, yeah, you know what, I'm happy. Like, they can make reels and TikToks about me all they want. Like, who do I have to prove? Like, I think he's content.
I think so too. And when I look at Philippe, terms of success at this event, like, I don't necessarily think success for him is an event win. I don't think no one on tour, probably barring Kelly Slater, like, though him, maybe Andy Irons, like the top of the top, best to ever do it. Maybe you could say they've mastered every condition, but there's other people that they don't have, like not every wave is a strong point for them, is basically what I'm saying. And Philippe's, it's no secret that Philippe doesn't go that well at Chopes. But I think if you look at over his career at Chopes from the first year or whatever it was when he didn't take off in his heat, he got duck eggs for his scoreline. And where he was during the week, airdropping into 10-footers, you've got to say there's some progression there. And he's got the shot. Like, I don't know who was sat in the channel, but someone was taking photos and he's got the wall hanger. He's got one of him standing tall in a big chopu left, Yeah,
like, but it was shot from the channel. I'm sure if he shot from the tower, he would not be stoked.
Well, mate, like, honestly, I think he had a good crack. Again, he's on the top stage, so he's going to always attract criticism. But his surfing is so good in the smaller waves or in the point break waves that it doesn't need to be good at Chopes or at Pipe for him to win world titles. He's proven that. He's done it numerous times.
He's done, but he's still 2.0 in my opinion. Sorry,
he's still, according to Zach, he's still 2.0, but like, I'm with you. I don't think he needs to prove anything to anyone. I think he had
Well, I think the way and to roundabout way of my dialogue, my monologue, I'll call it, he's probably looking at 10-foot chopu or a photo of his kids on his phone. He's going, I'm not going to go a big one.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, we would. Like, as in, we would do the same.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure fatherhood and...
a bar of a 10-footer at chopu. You can miss me with that.
I thought I was killing it when it was 4 foot.
You can definitely... Like, if I put it this way, if I had the shot that Philippe had in his heat, I'd give up. I'd stop surfing.
Yeah, done.
I'd just go, yeah, I'm done.
All right, hit us with your J.K. Rowling-sized disappointments. Is there... Wait, one second. I'm just going to go through the notes. Is there anyone left in the field that you didn't put in your disappointments?
It's going to seem negative. Not all of them are negative, though, like in terms of the person. It's more just...
Oh, that's great.
more what happened to them during the heat. And the first one, a good example of this, Baron Mamiya, looked really good, as he does. This is an event where you go Baron, you lock him in for a quarterfinal minimum finish.
Yeah, I think I put him in my fantasy
I think probably if you looked at the stats, 90% of people had him in their tier B in fantasy.
Ah, fuck, man. I had him in tier B.
Everyone did. There's no one left him out. I'd go even higher than 90. But yeah, it looked really good. Really seemed, though, that he was out of rhythm, especially in his round one. He waited 27 minutes for his first wave. Meanwhile, Jack Robbo, who was in his heat, was just putting up sort of 7s and 8s on smaller waves that he was letting go, still just riding them perfectly. And
You have to call that an error.
it's an error, but then it got down to the point where, like, if a bomb came and he got a 9, because he would have made it, you know what I mean? Then it was like suddenly he's in the box seat. But he just took off in a way. I think he got a 6.9, and then a crazy one came at the end, and everyone just expected him to come out, and he just got swallowed up. So
He got dusted.
could have been the heat for him. It wasn't. Found himself in the elimination round against Al Cleland, the junkyard dog. And he's one dog you don't want to find yourself in a fight with, because he surfed well again, but Al just got it done at the end, like he does.
I watched this heat with my dad.
Yeah.
And he was like, Al Cleland. Oh, yeah. And I was like, yeah, Cleland. And he's like, yeah, who's he? And I was like, I gave him a story. And I was like, you'd be interested to know, like, he just doesn't really give a fuck. Just has a few beers after each heat. He's like, oh, yeah? Good on him.
That's his kind of guy.
I think his dad's new favourite surfer.
Yeah, well, he's one guy you don't want to find yourself in a dogfight with. And Barron came off second best. Really a shocker for him. If you told me Barron Mamiya loses in the elimination round at Teahupo'o,
Big Chopu too.
Solid chopes, I'd just go, you're tripping. So he'd be ruining that and probably back in Hawaii where
He'd be back in Hawaii sipping a couple of Modelo's, watching the sun go down, having a fucking beautiful time.
Getting ready for those big.
I reckon all these people
swells.
who were knocked out are just going, thanks.
Yeah,
They got
maybe
6 months off.
100%. And like for him, it's the best time of the year. About to roll in to town.
Pretty sure, I saw the Surfline put something up with like Alamana bowls is pumping, so he'd be straight there.
Yeah,
straight from the airport straight into the bowl.
Well, next on my shit list is another Hawaiian.
Oh
no, another under Zach's care as well, or under his stable.
Oh, hit me,
Seth Moniz. Really expected more from him, given his pedigree in this event.
This was close though.
It was close.
This was going either way.
Found himself in the elimination round against Ethan, who probably chopes as one of the few spots on tour where you give Seth the nod over Ethan.
It was an awkward talking point in the office. Everyone was kind of like, so, like, who do you reckon here? And everyone was like, oh, it was an awkward one.
If you're a betting man, you're going with Seth. And in Ethan's defense, he looked really bloody good. Really composed.
Ethan's first heat, even though he lost against Cole, holy shit.
He's looking good.
He looked like one of the greats.
He took Seth to school in this heat, and it felt like one key moment in that heat where it was really won and lost. And to be fair, it didn't actually materialise into anything because Ethan ended up losing priority, but was that paddle battle where Seth kicks out on the first wave.
That was good.
That was nuts, man. Like Seth kicks out first wave, and if you've been watching the comps, you know that the person who kicks out first, if it's close, will get priority. So Seth kicks out of the first wave, he's in front. Ethan takes off in the second one. Believe he gets a higher score. Kicks out behind him, and then proceeds to paddle around him and then over him to get back out and get priority.
There was elbows.
He did paddle directly in front of his line as well to cut him off, which I thought was really smart. And gets pro, does blow it on the next wave. But I think after that, if you're Seth, you just sit there and go,
Yeah, so we were in the office watching this going, like, is this a friendship over? Because they're close. They've obviously travelled the world together on Team Bong. It was a sigh of relief at the end of the heat when we saw them, shake hands and hug. Everyone was like, oh, fuck, thank God. Yeah. They left it out in the water. Completely professional. Good on the lads. But, yeah, that was an nail-biter of a heat.
It really was. And it did. It came down right to the end of the heat. Yeah. And Ethan ended up in front when the siren went, and that was the result. My next one was, and I don't have much on Miguel, but
who's next on your list, mate?
Miguel Pupo, really charging in his round one heat. So I don't want to take anything away from him there. And it wasn't even that he wasn't surfing well. It just was a disappointing result for him. You'd think for him he'd want to go further. I don't really think he would have been paddling out against Marco Mignot at Chopes. He'd be backing himself pretty hard there to get that win.
Yeah, that was a catastrophe.
So, pretty shocking one there for Miguel. And then a couple of ladies. So, first one, and probably this was like the only real disappointment in terms of like their performance, and it was Luana Silva. Now, she was the only girl in the draw who didn't successfully navigate her way out of a barrel. Even the 12-year-old parked it in like a 3-footer and came out, you know.
Look, I would say it's not her strong suit, and if we had her on the pod right now, she's probably going to agree.
100%.
And this is her first proper established year on the tour, like, well, at all.
I think she's had another run, hasn't she? Didn't she fall off?
Wild card.
Yeah. Okay.
So, like, there's no real expectation, is there? Like,
well, no, I just like for her to be the only one that. And there was plenty of people, like there's however many girls in the draw. They all at least...
Well, there's only about 5 now.
Yeah. Well, they all at least made, I think there's 12. They all at least made or got barreled and came out of one. And it's Chopes. It's a pretty perfect setup. Like it's not that hard to get barreled there. I haven't been there, but just from looking at it, you can tell. Like if you can make the drop and point your board towards the channel, you're probably going to come out.
Mate, we need to go there. I'll fully fund the trip.
We can go there.
You'll lose your fucking shit. It is the scariest, like, it's mind-boggling. Like, there's no such thing as a set. It's just a blob of water that just comes from deep water and just mutates onto the reef.
Everyone else figured it, you know what I mean? She was the only one that didn't figure it. And, like, the 12-year-old lives there, so, like, credit to her. She's going to know the wave. But, like, Lakey Peterson found her way into a 6, like, people like that Betty Lou even she got a couple decent scores throughout the event. Tyler Wright,
Betty was good. Yeah.
So I just think it was she's not up to scratch in that element of her surfing. The rest of her surfing's great.
Yep.
But I think backside tube riding, she needs to go and sort of park herself at Macaroni's or something for a couple of weeks in the off season and just learn the ins and outs of backside tube riding. And look, these events aren't going anywhere. This is going to continue to plague her throughout her career if she doesn't figure it out. So it's like...
Fair call.
While you're new, like, obviously you get a few... Like, Philippe's had a few years of excuses and still probably hasn't done what people expected him to. But he's got world titles to show for it.
Yep.
This is going to be... If she wants this to be a career, it's going to be... Like, she's going to have to come to these events knowing that, hey, you're going to have to pull in. And she it wasn't that she was pulling back or anything. She just wasn't, she didn't have the skill level to park herself in any of the waves. She was going sets and having a look, but she was either outrunning it or sort of bobbling the takeoff, you know what I mean? So disappointing from that regard. And then Caroline Marks, I think on a similar note, but she did have a fair bit more of a crack than Luana. Really felt like she could have announced herself more in this event. For a goofy footer, and one of the only goofy footers in the event, mind you, this event set up for her really well. Like, she could have got a very good result here. She looked really tentative and was only able to notch up pretty underwhelming heat totals. I think she only had 1 over 10, and she surfed probably four heats, I think. Molly beat her in the semi-finals with less than a 10-point heat total. And, like, for her, like, say, that is a good result, but the way she got there wasn't good. It was like she had a lot of...
Just chipping away.
She just, like, almost luck because the other people in her heat weren't doing as much as she was, essentially. She came up against Molly earlier in the draw. She would have got smoked. So, look, especially for her, when you're on your forehand, the waves aren't perfect. You're versing a natural footer and you get beaten. It's like, you probably should be winning that one. Surprises, though. Let's go to a more positive note. Sorry, I've grilled half the tour, but...
That's fine. When the tour catches up to your standard, they will succeed.
Mate, I'm
like you at the Savi.
Yeah, 3 foot, clean, fat walls. It was great.
Mate, call the police.
Cutbacks galore.
Yeah.
All right, get rid of the negativity. We'll move into some positivity now, Zach. Surprises. You've got a couple.
Yeah. Well, surprise, not surprise, I went for Italo. He is my ×2 EV charged surfer. So I'm not surprised, but I am surprised in the same sense. You know that, like, he was my dark horse, but still my, pick, I would call.
Yeah.
I don't think I put him down as my dark horse, but pretty sick to see him, get the waves he did. And I just wanted to throw it in there. He was underscored.
It was. Well, I think they had such high expectations for that day.
Yeah,
they just went, we can't.
It's unfortunate at the end of the day though when you go back and go, ooh,
yeah, probably.
I should probably buff that one up a little bit. Like he got a set. He had a good, excellent heat score.
Yeah.
But realistically, those waves in the morning were so glassy, so big. Like if that was the end of the day, it would have been 9s and probably 9.5s.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I went through the Largo podcast fantasy and had the reason why I've put him in surprises is not many crew are throwing him in.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So I went through like the top 5 of who's currently winning in the the whole rankings for Largo podcast.
Yeah,
and I was kind of shocked that I'm the only one semi-backing him.
A lot of Griffins and Yargos in there.
Yeah, and they're all good too. But like at the end of the day, like he charges.
He's gonna go.
He's a goofy footer. Tick.
Yeah.
He's a cat on a hot tin roof. Tick. Like what? I just kind of went, well, it makes sense. Like, yeah, he's not that person that's probably making a video part out there. He's not the person that you see in the 3 days before.
No.
Like out there in the real big shit. But like, I feel like he was just sitting there just like, I'll just wait for my turn. Just going to go do my heat and do my thing.
If it's 8 to 10 foot, he's not going to be shy. He will go away, which is cool. So probably, I don't think it's, like you said, it's not a shock that he did what he did, but good to see. Like he didn't shirk it at all, and he progressed straight through to round 16. Won his first heat, so good on Italo. You had another one as well.
I went Carly Bast.
Yeah.
Surprised again? No, but I'm surprised about his method.
The leg rope.
The leggy.
Or lack thereof.
I don't know about you, but there's a sense of, even though it's not even real or tangible in the real life, but sense of security.
Yeah.
Like with the leg rope, just hugging your foot.
Yeah. Well,
It's like mother's hug on your foot.
You got to tether to the top of the ocean.
Yeah, like, and I totally get it now. Like looking back, it's like it's way easier. I'm like, oh, whoa, it's a big unlock for me. And we actually don't use a leg rope on the jet ski, but the reason we don't use a leggy on the jet ski is like if you don't want to step off and it's a beachy and you don't know whether you're going left or right, it's just easier.
Yeah.
But it is so much easier, like when you get flogged, you're just like, oh, yeah, there's a jet ski coming to get me. So now that he's done it, like in the big league, I'm like, that makes perfect sense. But think about when you free surf without a leggy, it's like, it's at the forefront of mind. You're like, oh, I won't do this, won't do that. But I guess there, it doesn't really matter.
No, well, you got a ski coming to literally rescue you the second you emerge from the ocean. It's probably the time to, if you're going to ever do it, it's there.
And we had a few surfers utilize that, like Izzy Nichols saw that and used it. She ripped the leggy off a few times.
Yeah, right.
Oh, once or twice.
Well, I suppose it stops you getting dragged in. Like you can probably pop up and still not get sucked in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think I can only rarely think of a time where you're actually pulling on the leg rope to get up.
Yeah.
It's just a nuisance, and you're like, oh, this thing's about to rip my bloody hips off.
And it's also, it's not a deep water wave there. You know, you pretty well know where the bottom is. It's not like you're going to be scrounging to find, you know, like where up is. You know pretty well there's only how much water, you've been there, how much water is there between the reef top, like 6 foot of water? Maybe
Probably 2 meters.
Yeah, so like, you know, you're probably pretty close to the surface no matter what. Probably, yeah, like I said, the best place to do it, knowing that you've got a ski coming to pick you up.
Can we talk about the skis real quick?
Yeah.
They seem super energetic.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like there's that clip of them like bouncing on the sled.
No, you know what happened there? That the jet ski cavitated in the wash, so they couldn't move. They were about to get run down by like a 6 foot whitewash.
Fuck, I reckon jumping up and down like a leprechaun's going to do nothing.
Well, I think it just puts the
jet deeper in the water where there's less. Yeah,
there's
but
no aeration there.
I don't know,
mate. These are the best watermen in the world. Pretty well, the best skimen.
No, they're not.
Where?
Kill me now for saying it. Safety, yes, but they drive the fucking ski in front of so many crew. Like there's that clip of who was it? And the ski's like in the way. Like if I'm pulling into the wave of my life and have to think about a jet ski, it's like get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Like it was the front view.
Right. Okay.
It was someone was real close. I don't know. Safety wise, 10 out of 10. Gold star. They've got a 5 cap in safety rating.
And cap safety rating.
when they're trying to get videos and stuff, and I just see him moseying through the lineup, it's like, I don't know. And then cast your memory back to 10 years ago, someone's ski went over in the lip.
Yeah. Is that like Bruce Irons in the pit or something?
Yeah, I think it was.
He got chewed by a jet ski.
But yeah, anyway, jet ski. That was a funny moment. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch that. Now, hit me with your surprises.
I've got two, again, like this is kind of it's a more refined list because we haven't seen much surfing yet. So I've kind of only got two so far. Yes.
Or you're just a pessimist.
Lots of disappointments, two surprises, but there'll be more to come, don't you worry.
All right.
Gabby Bryan. So you're probably not happy about this one.
What are you surprised at?
I've heard your take. She got a semi-final at Chopes. That's pretty surprising to me. I don't know. Did you expect that?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why? What has she shown
She's
you?
the best in the world right now.
What has she shown you previously to say that? Hang on. All right. Let me turn it back. Did her backside barrel riding in that heat indicate to you that she could have got a semi-final?
It's not what she's doing. It's what her component's doing.
Component?
Mm-hmm.
Competitor?
Component.
She beat Erin Brooks with 17 points.
Hang on, hey. Did component not work?
No. You just wrap it. She beat Erin
I've had
Brooks.
too many beers.
She beat Erin Brooks on her back
Oh, mate.
That's surprising.
Mate. What's the definition of beat in that term?
Well, it's been a sort of the subject of much criticism, we'll say, or scrutiny is probably a better word. Her 8.87 against Erin Brooks.
Oh God!
The bottom line is here. She needed an 8. All right, she didn't need an 8.87. She needed an 8, so she needed almost a whole point less. The wave was always going to be the score given its size and girth.
Yeah. Oh yes! What a word,
and
girth.
Although it was ridden with all the grace of a deer on rollerblades, Zach, they had to give her the score. She got barreled. She came out of a bigger wave, and the favourite in that heat goes down.
That's like saying Phil deserved a 10 because he finally went a big wave.
No, it's not. She got properly tubed. You can't say she didn't get tubed. She got properly tubed.
She got improperly tubed. I'll call it that.
She got tubed. Just her actions in the tube weren't very proper, you could say.
Dude, she utilised every square foot of that barrel, which sounds good, but it's not.
It looked like me. It's something I would do out there.
Oh, far out. It was. I get it. I get it, Finley. I get it. Fuck.
She needed...
But, man, like when you got the grace of Erin Brooks just like knifing away into a few tubes, I feel like the judging panel should just step back and just be like, hey, should we just... do the world a favour here and just, whack off a point or two. Like, why? Like, I get it, Finley, but man, it's like,
the main thing to remember here is it doesn't matter. The 8.87 doesn't matter as a score. Just
what do you mean?
She needs... listen, hear me out. The 8.87, the score itself doesn't matter so much. It's more that she needed an 8. It was always going to be an 8. If the requirement was an 8.5, and you going, oh look, there's a chance here that you don't give her that score, then I'm all ears. But that wave, as soon as I seen it, I was like, it's got to be an 8. And I was going, Erin Brooks needs another.
So you're saying anyone in the world could have got an 8 on that? Desmond Tutu could have got an 8. Sure.
Well, no, because she made the drop. She rode through the thing. It's not like a Gabby thing. Yes, Zach.
I've got my hand up for anyone that's on Spotify. Okay, back to my point. You make sense. I'm not going to dispute that.
Yes, Zach.
Back to my point. There needs to be friction for there to be progression.
Yeah, but you can't not give it. Just because you didn't like how it looked, she did get tubed on that wave, and they, like we said earlier, they were given 3s for leggy barrels. She got fully covered on a bomb.
But all right, was it the biggest wave of the day?
It was up there. It was one of the better barrels of the entire day. If Erin Brooks was on that wave, it would have been a 10. Put it that way.
It would have been an 11.
Yeah. So you can't just because we've gone, the technique gets you so far. It allows you to extract scores on waves that maybe someone with less of a technique, they wouldn't be able to get. Molly can take off on a wave that maybe has the potential of a 6 and get a 5 to a 6. Whereas Gabby Bryan on that wave gets a 3 because she can't maximize the tube. On that wave, probably the maximum score limit, it probably was a 10 on that wave. She didn't surf it to the 10, but she surfed it to the score that she needed. I think that's the bottom line here. And that is where kind of, I can fully see where you're coming from. It was ridden poorly, but she got properly barreled and came out.
Yeah, but I would say do that. But the fact that Erin had an 8 as well.
Yes.
It was a close heat. Like, if it was a little bit more breathing room, it's like you throw the 8 at it because it realistically doesn't matter. But if you're trying to elevate the sport, there needs to be a time and space where you go, that's just not going to cut it. Moving forward, it's like set the line in the sand now and be like, love that you did it, love that you took off on the big one, but like we're truly looking for this.
Yeah. So you're
because
saying
an 8, 6, 7 is an excellent score. That means the wave has been completed in an excellent manner.
It was an 8.87.
8.87, even bigger.
Some judges gave it a 9. You're not giving her the 8 that she needed.
No, Erin Brooks made the heat.
Okay. All right. We'll agree to disagree because we're not going to come to any form of...
I'm just trying to elevate the sport faster than the geriatric scale it's on now.
Geriatric.
Too many beers.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean, though? Like,
I can kind of see where you're coming from.
I'm just trying to shorten the span that it's going to take to get women's sport where it needs to go.
Sure. On the scale,
like, call me a little bit of a fuckwit, I don't care. But like at the end of the day, I just want to elevate the sport.
Yeah. Look, on the scale of that heat, she got the score. I'm sorry to say, whether you like it or not, it was
okay. Can we reframe it? On the scale of the heat, she took off on the wave that was needed to get the score.
Sure. Whatever you got to say to help you sleep better at night, I'm happy to run with that. She progressed through the heat, fair and square.
Righto. Give me your next one.
Cole Houshman.
Yes, agree. 100% agree.
The big man getting it done in the juice. 17.73 heat total off the back of a 9-point ride and a 8.73. A good day in the office for Cole. Yeah. He looked like sort of he was toying with it again, like another person who didn't really expect to kind of be that comfortable in these waves. He grew up.
Well, it's only like 2 times overhead for him.
Yeah.
Whereas everyone else is like 15 times overhead.
Yeah, seriously.
Big man.
He's a big guy. From California. So he's not really accustomed to these waves. And it seems like a few of this, like himself, Griffin, Crosby, they've all got something wrong in their brain that allows them to take off on these things. But
more so Jack and Griff. They were the only 2 and Jow that were previous to the event starting, like out there, like, all right. Oh, and Crosby too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To my knowledge, we're not there, but...
They were having a red hot dig in the real big stuff.
There was no need to paddle out.
No, it was a risk to health and safety.
Yeah.
But they got it done and they got some really, really sort of memorable waves. So... that was great to see. So well done to Cole. And there's another point that I don't have here listed, but from watching this event, and I've seen it previously, but it was made quite apparent to me during this event. And it's the ability of, and there's 3 guys currently on tour that I think probably are doing this at a different scale to everyone else. So everyone, when it comes to backhand tube riding, there is an art to it. It's very difficult to do. Probably in a lot of cases, it's a much more rewarding feeling on the backhand, getting barreled. But there's 3 guys on tour that have the ability to turn waves that, and without naming names, other people would have maybe got a leggy barrel or got slightly covered, and it's a 3 to a 4.
Not naming names, Philippe Toledo.
Well, sure, but like there's plenty of other. It's not just him. It's pretty much everyone other than the 3 people I named that I'm about to name. And it's Jiao Chianka, it's Jack Robinson, and it's Baron Mamao. Those 3, and they are well trained in waves of consequence, but they have an ability. And if you want to have a look, go back to, there's a couple of examples, but Jiao Chianka in his round 2 heat or his elimination round heat against Connor, so the waves he's getting 6s and 7s on are not 6s and 7s for most of that draw. It is such an advantage. And the reason being they're able to almost, it looks like they get to the bottom of the wave and then an anchor just drops out the bottom of their surfboard and they completely stop dead. It's actually amazing. The ability to do that allows them to extract scores on waves that shouldn't have been those scores. They get so deep so quickly, and then all they have to do is basically take the anchor out and ride forward, and it's suddenly it's a score. I don't know if you picked up on that at all. You've pulled your phone out.
I've pulled my phone out because we have to talk about the comment section of, it's actually your reel, I believe, where this is the best thread ever. Your reel's on 127,000 views, 123.
Thank you.
So in regards to Jow there, Jacko Baker commented on the reel and said, "Cons will smash him."
Probably not thinking, knowing the power of the Largo Instagram
not
account.
Understanding the power of Largo. The comment above that, Owen Wright weapon, 183 likes. But anyway, obviously, like we're right there with Jacko. Let's be real.
We expected this reel, especially me, to get 7 likes and maybe reported by someone.
So then Jacko Baker, cons will smash him. And then we said, famous win coming up for cons. And then 3 comments later is Jow commenting just a laughing emoji. And then unfortunately Jacko's done a little bit of a backtrack here and said, at Jow, Chumbahino, whatever it is, that aged well. Good surfing, brother. You know I love ya.
Full U-turn.
And then Jow has come back and said, all love my brother, green love heart. And then Jacko has said, keep going hard, which I know you will, love heart. So there was a bit of a bro moment going on.
Turned into a bit of a glaze fest at the end there, didn't it?
Yeah, but it started pretty one-sided. It ended pretty lovey-dovey.
So Jacko, if you're going to comment, bro, just know the smoke that we're bringing because it's hot.
Yeah.
It's coming at you hot and heavy.
Especially if Finley's noggin's on it.
Especially if
his noggin's on there, it's going Mr. Worldwide full pitbull. But yeah, sorry, that's where my brain went when you were talking about Connor and Jow.
Sweet. So you got anything to add on do you even remember what my point was?
Next question?
Yeah, sure.
Nah, Coley Houshman, fucking...
That wasn't it.
Bit of a weapon.
It wasn't Cole Houshman.
No, you said there was 3 people who can drag corn.
Yes. Better than anyone.
If I could just send a message to the women's tour, learn to drag the corn and you will be very successful.
Absolutely.
Because that seems to be the missing token of where they are.
There's 2 girls on tour on the backside. Who?
Betty.
3. 2.
Betty was doing it.
2.5. Betty's doing it.
3.
Not at the same level. 2.5.
But there's one thing they're all missing.
What?
Positioning.
Yeah, but that'll come. The 2.5 people.
What do you mean? That's the easiest lineup to position.
Yeah.
There's one spot.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you got the west bowl, but like you wouldn't sit on the west bowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
And do you know how to fix it? Go deeper.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not like, hey, there's a little fucking bit of coral out there that's like slightly speckly, just like sit on that. It's just when you paddle out for your heat, when you stop and you go, all right, I'm thinking about this, paddle deeper. Paddle 10, 15 meters deeper and about 4 degrees out, a little further deeper. Happy days.
That's the spot. You heard it first. Mr. Teahupo'o himself has given you
I'm a bit of a weapon out there, if I say so myself. Let's jump into the listener questions we put out this afternoon. We said that we're going to do this podcast, and what are some questions that you want asked? Number 1, should the WSL should have the WSL put the women out on the bigger day? That was by Sam Kemen.
Kind of covered that earlier, probably.
Yep.
But they didn't.
Even if they missed, even if it was like, it was windy and shit, like at least they tried. It's the intent. Intent in trying.
Yeah, hopefully at Fiji things change if they get a big forecast, but that's okay. There's still waves coming, so hopefully Molly and Katie get the chance to drag a bit in their final.
Question 2 and 3, Finley, hit me.
Should WSL enforce helmets at certain waves? That is from my employer, Gav.
Yes. And number 3...
Do you want them in the same...
it makes sense to do it.
Okay, and why don't more surfers wear helmets at chopes? Is it a fashion thing or does it feel weird?
What do you think?
I think I've asked people about this. Like, do helmets sort of affect your equilibrium? And and your balance, and supposedly not, although I can imagine there's a restricted feeling there, given that...
feel shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never worn a helmet, but I can imagine...
Because there's a helmet like, you know, given it fits well, it kind of hugs your head. And I haven't worn too many. I wore one once where I was doing this coaching session and there was a microphone in the helmet.
Right.
And the coach is on the beach telling you, like, hey, look, work on this. And I fucking hated it.
Right.
It didn't...
We got any photos from that?
No. So I'm a no, but what I have surfed in more commonly than a helmet is a hoodie, like as in a...
Yeah.
When you go down South Oz or something and it's like, no, like the full wetsuit hoodie, like a 2 mil, it's cold water. And when you get smoked, it feels weird. It's like it sounds different. It's like, you know, when you, like, if right now, if you're driving in traffic, don't do this. But like, if you put your fingers in your ears and it's that weird, like seashell kind of sound, it's like that all the time.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, another funny part is when you're talking to someone, they're like,
Yeah. It is weird.
I'm a no for the helmet. Safety makes sense. But I'm going to just say it how it is. Call me shallow. It's a fashion thing.
Yeah.
They look shit.
What about...
And like, if you're going to get the Philippe photo on the wall, if it's got a helmet on, worth $0. I'm not buying that photo.
Sure.
I call me shit, but like, I'm just saying it how what everyone else is thinking.
Okay. And there wouldn't be...
Put it this way. If you're going to pay for a Zoo magazine subscription, the chick on the front counter's got a chick on the front cover's got a helmet on, you're going to froth?
It's a bit different.
It's not.
Have you seen Tennis Boy? Do you remember Tennis Boy?
No.
Okay, don't worry.
I don't buy boy magazine.
No, it's not. Look up, listeners at home, look up Tennis Boy on YouTube. It's part of my childhood. And he wears a helmet and he just plays tennis with a helmet on.
No, like, call me shallow, I get it, but they just don't look good.
Okay, so from a fashion perspective,
whack a helmet on Gabby's famous photo where his board's detached at the Olympics. Yeah. Whack a helmet on that, wouldn't go as viral.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I probably tend to agree there. Fashion, though. What about Tyler Wright's wetsuit? Is that a fashion statement?
That's a big swing and a miss. So, yeah, if we're going to get into that, that was a question by...
Sonny Maestri.
Yes. So I did a bit of research, Finley. A bit of research for the people listening at home. And, this one is the WNBA-inspired fashion icon.
It's just an absolute shit show. It's just...
Tell us how you really feel.
It's so bad.
So bad?
It's really bad.
Is it?
Yeah. It's awful. I don't understand in any way, shape or form why she feels the need to do things like this.
So she put up a clip with WSL and it was about, is it Asia or Asia? I think it's Asia Wilson, the NBA player, WNBA player. So I looked into it. She started wearing one tight on one leg and not on the other because she claims she was colder on one leg. I'm pretty sure that can't happen. But anyway, that's not how the hypothalamus works. Are you surprised I know that word? Fuck yeah, I know that word.
What is it?
The hypothalamus is the control center of the brain that regulates heat.
Straight off ChatGPT.
Hypothalamus?
No, just that definition. You memorise that from a dictionary?
No, I did biology at school.
Oh, righto. Okay.
Anyway, so she claims it was a heat thing. They do sell it as a compression thing.
Yeah.
So
I
there
can
is
get
that.
behind it in basketball because plenty of people wear skins, especially if you got an injury. Oftentimes you'll see like a thigh compression. Yeah, and I can get behind that. What I can't get behind is claiming of the drag. Now, I don't know what she's referring to in terms of drag.
No idea.
Does she mean it creates more drag, therefore she can get deeper in the tube? Because if that's the case, no one else is doing that. And also the reasoning doesn't make sense because she's saying that board shorts tend to drag more, which is indicating that that's slowing her down. Mm-hmm. But then...
Drag and grab. Her words were grab.
Drag and grab. Sure. She is saying that, okay? But then isn't that ideally what you want to do at Chopes? Do you not want to slow down?
Indubitably.
Yeah. So...
She didn't specify whether she wants less drag or more drag. But what I will say is the difference between less drag and more drag is not measurable. I'll tell you why it's not measurable. There is millions of litres of water in a big wave there.
100%.
Wetsuit, no wetsuit. They ain't going to make any difference.
No.
It's like, again, if you are trying to lessen the drag, it's not measurable.
It doesn't make... Because if you're trying to lessen drag, you're going to speed up and you're not going to get barreled.
Depending on positioning.
Yeah, but...
Whether you want to speed up or slow down.
Well, if you're going to put yourself at the friggin' top of the reef and belt it down from there...
Okay, so we've abolished the drag rule. So she had one more cat up her sleeve.
Okay.
Stylish.
Cat up her sleeve.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just created that one.
Yeah.
Stylish.
Right.
Now, if it was stylish, I went onto Rip Curl's website to see if they sell it. They do not.
Sure.
So if it was stylish, I would go out on the limb and say they would sell it.
100%.
They do sell one-sided tights, though, for the NBA. But they sell it as a compression stocking almost.
Right. Do they sell each leg, like individually?
Yep.
There you go.
So, in a roundabout way...
because mind you, I believe, and you could check me on this, and I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'll sit here and hold my hand high.
You're usually the person who's right, and I'm wrong.
But yeah, we can check this. We can go to the books and have a look. Tyler wore this wetsuit in the wave pool,
Correct.
I believe.
For the same reasons, drag.
It's a left and a right. So I don't know.
I don't know if she wore it for the other side, though.
Okay, well, that's what I need to fact check. I hope she didn't, because if that's the case, that doesn't make any sense, because you got different positioning.
I have a theory.
What's your theory?
Tyler, it's no secret. Tyler wants to be known for her own stamp on women surfing.
Yes.
This is
a
way to try and stamp her way in the history books as like she was known for this.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the wetsuit is just not going to cut it.
No. There's been numerous things over the years, good and bad, what she's done, and they've been not publicity stunts, but like they've been the subject of much sort of debate, and this is another one. I don't think this is going to catch on.
No, it just won't
at all.
It hasn't catched on in the NBA.
We've had wetsuits for a long time. I've never seen this before.
You know who doesn't win out of this?
Rip Curl?
Rip Curl. Because she's saying their wetsuits drag and are shit. She's probably just got her monthly paycheck of like, it would be around, off the top of my head, maybe 10, no more than that, probably about 20 grand monthly paycheck. So they've just gone, awesome, great endorsement. So look, it's a big swing and a miss for the one-sided suit, in my opinion. We'll go to the next question. Finley, question 4. I'm going to say 2 words together.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to tell me who you think this question is in reference to.
Right.
Flippy Mosquito.
It's so bad.
Flippy Mosquito.
In the context of, was anyone surprised by Flippy Mosquito's effort at Tahiti? Now, let's count down from 3 and say at the same time who we think Flippy Mosquito is. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Phil
Toledo.
Unfortunately, Phil didn't have a banger result here. This was a question by Ben. I'm not even going to try your last name. Sorry, brother.
Macione.
I
don't know. Sorry, brother.
Macione?
Yeah.
Anyway, Philippe, not an event for him, honestly. Now, next question, number 5, was tampons cooking this morning? That was by Josh Cole. For everyone out there, probably a bit wigged out right now, tampons is a reef break at our local beach. So it was named after... one day, I think it was Tom Snellgrove cut himself on it and... was bleeding. Therefore, someone asked if he needed a tampon. Anyway, so, Coley, it was cooking. It's always cooking. Why do you even ask the question? It's always cooking.
And that was pretty much the last question, Zach. It's a good one to end on. Really.
It is.
We'll move now on to our predictions. Zach, they haven't really changed much, although on the men's side, our current ones are still standing. You had Idolo for the win. I had who do I have? I had Jow as my dark horse, and I had Cowley Vast, the local wildcard, as the winner. What we do need to do, though, there's 2 surfers left in the draw on the women's side. I don't think either of us picked them as the winner. Did you?
I think I did.
Did you have Molly?
I had Molly.
Yeah, well, I had Vaheen, who lost. You're obviously going to stick with Molly. I'm going to I'll just go Katie for the sake of the podcast having a disagreement, and we can each have a different horse in the final. Men's events, though, the same. That's pretty much where we leave you guys. We're going to drop this one. It's going to be coming to your ears as of Wednesday morning. That's not going to be a normal thing. We're just going to revert back to Thursdays. But just for this week, we wanted to get it out early so you could listen to it if you want to. You know, if our dribble means anything at all. If you want to catch up with it before the event sort of kicks off again. Looking like probably a lay day on Wednesday Australia time. But then looking like probably Thursday, Friday will be the finals, which
our
is
Friday, their Thursday.
Yeah. So that's incoming. So we're going to just jet this thing out to everyone. Once again, Zach, thanks for being here. Thanks everyone for listening.
I couldn't believe a mid-event wrap-up. Not even a wrap-up, just a mid-event chat goes for an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's getting.
Apologise.
It's getting worse, but it's also getting better because we are dribbling more, and I feel like that's a good thing.
It's because Yuli's Brews keeps supplying us with a dangerous amount of beverageanos.
Drink responsibly. Thanks, Yuli's, and thanks everyone for listening. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.